rich stories that shaped our city with the West Covina Historical Society, the guardians and keepers of our community's past.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Let's Connect Now.
Yes, today we have a great show, JR. Today we have Dr. Forrest Tennant.
Forrest Tennant.
Yes, and his lovely wife. They're going to be sharing some great stuff with us, but this segment would not be possible without the great support of our sponsors like Prospectors Federal Credit Union, a division of Certified Federal with 2 locations, West Covina and Diamond Bar. And of course, our friends, our lovely friends from Med Spa Deluxe LA, also with 2 locations, West Covina and Rancho Cucamonga. Make sure you guys see them. The holidays are coming, girls.
Yes, gotta look good for the holidays.
You know, girls, guys, whatever, you know. And of course, our friends from Suburban Water Systems doing great things in our community. And of course, I always have to mention, you know, our great friends from Massage Envy with also 2 locations, West Covina and Diamond Bar. Make sure you guys visit the new refacing of their new location in West Covina.
Yes, it's amazing. And you guys, you know, our episodes are amazing. You know, we've been having some amazing guests come on.
Yes.
So make sure you guys are going to our YouTube page, subscribing to our YouTube page so you get notifications about new episodes coming out.
Yes.
Like, share, subscribe. We have a lot of things taking
follow
place.
them on Instagram, guys, because you know they have, you know, they have a lot of specials going on for the holidays. Hey, who wouldn't want to get, you know, a gift card for a massage, or a gift card, you know, or a gift certificate, in other words, for, you know, a spa day? Oh my God, you know, that's always
I'm still
fabulous.
I'm still waiting to get mine from Monica, but you know what? It doesn't happen every year. I don't get it in my stocking
because the holidays are here and we have to support our local economy, especially, you know, in the cities that you live in. Make sure you guys shop local.
I have a question. When are we going to start decorating the office this Christmas? Are we waiting before Thanksgiving?
I think I just found the tree.
Oh my God, guys! So you're gonna be pretty soon in the episodes. We're gonna have a tree because we do have a tree. It goes right there, right behind you. Has lights. So you have another tree.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, cool. I'm excited. Yes, so we're going to be decorating soon. I mean, because Monica, have you done your house already?
I haven't. I think I'm going to get started this weekend. But you know what, Jared, let's just say something about the holidays. Right after, for some reason, as soon as
Halloween
I know you were going
ends, I know.
Halloween ends, oh my God, everything just starts coming. Who feels the stress of that? I start getting a little stressed because I'm thinking, oh my God, there goes all my savings, you know. I don't know if you guys, you know, if you guys save money for the holidays. Hey, prospectors, do you have an opportunity to make sure that you guys open a holiday savings account? Wouldn't that be fabulous?
Yes, I got to start saving. Because I have to get everybody a gift. And Monica ain't cheap. My God, I have to get my core.
No, my birthday's
God forbid. At her birthday. God forbid I forget her birthday and Christmas.
My birthday's coming. Yeah, I know. But you know what? It is on December 5th, and it's not that far away from Christmas.
It's like God put it in a perfect spot where it's like in the beginning where it just gets out of the way, but you can still enjoy Christmas as well.
Yes.
So that's cool.
But one thing that I do want to make mention to our viewers is that our episodes usually air on Facebook, but now they get
after 30 days they'll get deleted. Facebook has threw out a new policy. It put out a new policy saying after 30 days they're not going to be holding certain videos, so they're going to be deleting them.
So make sure you guys, you know, go to our YouTube channel.
Yes.
Soon we're going to be on Roku.
Yes, soon we're going to be on Roku. 2026, our episodes will be on Roku on the Chicano Hollywood app, so you'll be able to see a lot of our episodes as well. So if you're on your bed and you're just like, you know what, I'm going to go watch Let's Connect Now, you go to your Roku and Chicano Hollywood right there. We'll be on there.
You know what? I watch our shows every Monday morning. I get an alert, and you know, while I'm getting ready, you know, I like to watch the show, get a little laugh, you know, laugh at myself, of course. You know, laugh at some of the things I say, some of the things I messed up on or whatever.
God.
So one of our goals is to really give you guys those shows that you really become very interested on. And today's show is going to be about the rich history of West Covina.
That's right.
So I'm super excited about that.
Yes, I'm really excited about that as well. And, you know, we are always about helping businesses, and that's the greatest thing. So, you know, our new partners, you know, we've not kept them hidden, but we got a lot of things done with them is Clear Choice Systems. We've partnered up with them recently, and we came up with a system to really help businesses, not just here in the city of West Covina, but the San Gabriel Valley, Southern California. And so go to our website, greaterwestcovina.com, or go to Clear Choice Systems and look at it and check them out. It's all about growing the businesses. 2026 is your year to grow.
Because, guys, it is so important that these businesses, it's important to us that businesses stay alive and that they are getting and utilizing the all of the things that they can utilize
all
to
the resources.
Boost their business.
Yes,
guys, because if you guys don't have a social media presence, then technically you don't exist. I hate to say that, but it is the truth. I mean, there's a lot of businesses. It saddens me to see businesses go away, but that's why we have these resources that you guys can take advantage of. You know what? It's money well invested.
Yes,
and and you know what? The proof is in the pudding, right? And so we've seen it. You know, growth within us. So we believe in it. In it. So make sure you guys, contact them, look them up, and see if it's something for you. And you guys don't have to do anything. They do everything for you.
They do everything for you. And the greatest thing about it is that when we met with them, we made these price very affordable, a monthly affordable price to get your boost your business up. 2026 is around the corner. Make sure you guys look them up. Go to our website today and let's get you guys started.
Yes, website is,
greaterwestcovina.com.
greaterwestcovina.com.
So we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we have our guests. I'm really excited about this very young couple that we're having. So we'll be right back.
Yes, can't wait.
Hey, I'm Michael.
I'm Ralph.
Welcome to Munoz and Munoz.
Come check it out. Here at Munoz and Munoz, every case is important to us. Big or small, small or big, we're here to help you.
And here also, privacy is our #1 priority for all of our clients. So come check it out. Our #1 priority is serving the community. We want to give the best attorney service out there in the industry. We're here to help you. Please call us for any personal injury or criminal defense needs that you may need.
So thank you guys for visiting our firm. As you can see, I'm here, Michael's here, always ready to serve you guys for any questions. And please, do not hesitate to call us for anything you need. It could be the simple question, we're here for you. Y sí, hablamos español.
Shoulders, knees, and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. And eyes and cheeks and mouth and nose. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes.
Affordable self-care from professional massage therapists and estheticians. It's what we do. Massage Envy, where better begins.
Hey everybody, this is Danielle with Prospectors Federal Credit Union, now Certified Federal Credit Union. Guess what? It's that time of year again. The holidays are coming up. You guys are going to be spending, getting those gifts for all of your loved ones. And I just wanted you guys to know that we can help you save money and get those balances down, especially with the credit cards that you use with those high interest rates. Bring it on over to us. We have low fixed rates starting at 8.9. We don't go above 17.9. And if you want a balance transfer, you can get 0% for 6 months. Imagine what you can pay off with that. You guys have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact me, 909-504-7371. Again, I'm Danielle with Prospectors Federal Credit Union, also now Certified Federal Credit Union. I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a great one.
Okay, everybody, welcome back. Welcome back. We are excited to be back, But before we go get into the whole segment, we want to let you guys know that this segment is brought to you by the LA Latino Chamber of Commerce. We got Munoz and Munoz Attorneys at Law. And also right here locally, we got the grocery outlet of West Covina. So once again, make sure you guys support our sponsors because without them, this is not possible.
I know,
right?
I know. The holidays are here, so make sure you guys are, I can't say that enough. I always say, make sure you guys are supporting the local businesses here in the city of West Covina who support shows like this, because today it's going to be a great show.
I'm excited for the show because last time we got a tour
Yeah.
So the tour was amazing. I shared with so many people about the tour. So some people actually, when I share with them about who's coming on, they were like, I want to do that tour too. So we're gonna make it happen.
I know. I think the last time you saw Miriam Tennant and Dr. Tennant, she was graceful and she gave us a tour of the historical
Yeah. Well, where let's introduce him so he can explain because
Yeah.
I don't remember what it's called, but let's
Oh,
introduce.
we saw the what are they called? The shoehorns.
The shoehorns,
Yeah, the
yes, and
shoehorns
all
collection.
from back in the day. But we'll introduce our guest so he
Yes.
can explain.
Well, I previously have introduced him, but thank you so much, Dr. Forrest Tennant, for agreeing to come on our show today. Really grateful to have you. Long overdue, everybody.
Yes.
Long overdue.
I'm surprised it never happened. I think you're just so busy. That's the problem. We said you're busy. You're here, then you're gone, then you're back, and it's just trying to get you on the calendar.
Well, I do like to stay busy. I'm one of those people that can't retire, and I like to stay busy 18 hours a day. I just want to make sure that I'm enjoying those 18 hours.
Oh, yes. Okay, he raised the bar on us.
Oh, he did.
Okay, I'm going to go 18 hours now, too, because we said we had to find somebody that
Yes.
works like they're on it, and now I have found it. So
Because he said he never wants to retire,
Nope.
and I share the history about my dad, who's 83 years old, and he still hasn't retired from radio. So you're definitely raised the bar on my father, and yeah.
Yeah, there's a cadre of us who are up in the years who don't want to retire and who want to continue to do things, but also the time you get to my age and hopefully you've accumulated some things and some wealth so that you can share and you can teach, and so it's I hate to dispel all the 20 and 30 years old, but when you're 80, it's better than when you're 30. Give you something to look forward to.
I love that. I love that. But, Dr. Tennant, for those who may not know you, which that's impossible, I'm sure everybody knows you, can you share a little bit of your background and what has inspired your journey in medicine and in public service?
Right. Well, in my day, when I was in college, the United States Army came calling, and they had something in my day called the draft.
Oh.
And I was in junior college, and in those days, if you could walk, talk, chew gum, and pass chemistry, they were going to send you to medical school. So the Army said, we can either give you a rifle and some boots, or we can send you to medical school. You make a choice. Well, I chose the medical school.
Oh, that's
All right.
So I went on through medical school, internship, and residency as part of the United States Army.
Nice.
And then during the Vietnam years, I served for quite a number of years overseas. And then in those years, they had a one-year program to where they took some of us medical officers from Vietnam and transferred us to the public health service. And then they would send you to a public health school to get your master's and doctorate. And by that time, I'd already developed a real interest in drug and alcohol dependence and mental health, as well as regular mental health, the tuberculosis and the infectious diseases and what have you. And then when I finished at UCLA, I had an opportunity to come here to West Covina and the San Gabriel Valley and run the East San Gabriel Valley Health Department fundamentally on a contract, which I did for several years. But I maintained my interest in drug and alcohol and continued to do some research and what have you on that, and then sort of to earn my 15 minutes of fame when I had helped develop urine tests and anabolic steroid testing.
Oh.
And I was with the Dodgers for about 5 years as one of their team doctors.
Wow.
And then I was the medical director of the National Football League for about 5 years. And in the 1980s, I worked for Commissioner Rozelle. So that, as you say, that got me a lot of visibility.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I lived here in West Covina, decided to make this my home, got involved in all the civic activities here, the service clubs, my church, the city, and ended up becoming mayor here in the 1980s.
Nice.
So I served as a mayor here and for quite some years. But since the 1990s, my big efforts has been with our foundation. My wife and I formed the Tennant Foundation in the early 90s, and its mission has been to financially support nonprofit charitable organizations as well as do some medical research. And so today, besides our foundation work, we do that, but also we have a business outside of that. I'm in real estate investing. That's where we make our living. And then I'm still involved medically. I do some part-time research and education on a rare spine condition called arachnoiditis. Now, very few people have ever heard of that, but it's related to multiple sclerosis. And it's a rare disease, but very deadly. And so my foundation and I are involved in that, and I actually spend a day or two a month consulting with doctors out in Pomona on the issue. So I've kept my hand in medicine, but fundamentally my wife and I, we have our real estate investment company, and that's why we're as interested in business as anybody else. But we're also involved with our foundation and West Covina civic and philanthropy circles. So that's how we happen to stay busy, and that's why we like GWCC. You're doing a great job here in our community.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
When I got involved, and she started taking me around to the city, your name pops up all the time of all the great things, of just being a great citizen here and doing great things in the city of West Covina.
Well, thank you for saying that. I know it sounds a little corny, but it's a basic belief. You can call it a basic Christian belief if you want to, but I believe if you've got a marriage or you've got a business or a church or a city, be loyal to those things and try to do what you can to make them better. So we've been here 50 years.
Wow.
And every year we've tried to do what we can to make a better place to live, a better city, and better for everyone.
Yeah, I first met Dr. Tennant, a little bit of history. I first met him when in 2005, 2006, when he was part of the board of directors for the Chamber of Commerce, when West Covina had a Chamber of Commerce. And him and Miriam Tennant were great advocates for the Chamber. They did a lot in the Chamber. They really were leaders. Later on, I found out that he had been mayor for the city of West Covina. And I thought, how does he do all that, you know? But I started really learning about the Historical Society and the Tennant Foundation and all the great things that they did. We did events, we did grand openings. I remember they even did some seals. Am I saying that right? Seals that were inducted into one of the properties on Glendora, the apartment building there.
I was there.
It was beautiful. You were there.
I was there.
He
yes.
took the video. You did the video for that. So they've done some incredible work, and I think I'm just talking about the little things. They've done greater and bigger things that man, if you don't know what they're doing, it's just fantastic. I mean, all the people that we've met through all the great work that they do, I don't know when they have time to rest.
I know. I was about to say that. I mean, because I think Monica's being biased because I was told you are a Chiefs fan as well, and she's a big Chiefs fan. So I don't know. I don't
married
know.
into that.
Yeah.
But how do you find the time?
I think that, first off, I think people that stay busy, you've heard the old saying, if you want a job done, give it to a busy man or woman. And I think there's a lot to that. And so what I've tried to do is find one project where I think I can contribute. If I finish that and move on to something else. But when it comes to, I think a lot of times people think I'm busier than I am. But what I think part of that image has been that our foundation, and we, Miriam and I personally believe that you take a community like West Covina, there's a lot of people here who need help. There's a lot of people who need recognized, need served. And that may be anything from the parolee coming out of prison to the man who's trying to start a small business, to the politician who's trying to fund the city, to the school teacher, to the ordinary man and wife who's got a couple of kids in school and a property to take care of. So if you take a look at a city, you need to have somebody or some groups say, yeah, the folks that are dying and need help, they're citizens, but so is that person who's had an unfortunate touch with the criminal justice system, those people who may be mentally ill, those people who are trying to start a business. And I think the big failing I've seen in civic work and political work has been that people leave out some of these groups. And I think that's a real mistake for mankind. And I'll have to say one thing. West Covina has been a good city because as long as I've been here, there's been somebody or some group who tries to look after a little bit of everybody. And I think that's one of the nice things that's made West Covina a city among the average cut. It's been a place for humanity to find some happiness.
Yeah, no, I've said that. I mentioned it to her. I grew up in the city of La Puente. And we always said to go through West Covina, or West Covina was like, it was just the different class in a sense. Like, hey, West Covina, if you go to West Covina, you made it. In back in my day, it was like you made it if you went to West Covina.
Yeah, because of South Hills, and this mall was back in the day was thriving. It was the mall to come to.
We all came
in West
to here as
Covina.
kids.
I remember people talking about West Covina, and I lived in Arcadia before I moved here, and they used to say that West Covina is like the apple of the San Gabriel Valley, and it was. I mean, he shared so many different photos. Historical photos with me that there's still businesses here in West Covina that when we did the grand opening, I will gift them a picture of the center where their business is now located at, what it used to look like historically, right?
Wow.
Back in the day. And they still have it. It makes me so happy to go in there and see these photos of West Covina back in the day, like the police department, City Hall, the center over here, the Eastland Center. Oh my God. And it was like, I don't remember that. I probably was, a lot younger, but these people really appreciate these photos. And they share that with me. I have a file of those photos that I want to bring back and share those because it says a lot about our beautiful city, right? So one of my questions, Dr. Tennant, and I'm so appreciative that you're here today, is can you tell us about the Tennant Foundation? What inspired you? What inspired its creation, and what is the mission behind all the great work that you guys do?
Well, let's start off with our mission statement. Our mission statement is to financially support the community nonprofit groups to make our city a better city. It's as simple as that. In other words, we don't raise money, we give it away. My own businesses and connections have been fortunate in that we raise money and then we give that money away to a number of groups. Each year we'll fund 2 or 3 dozen different groups and they're very disparate. As I say, you find out in a community doing foundation work that there's a lot of needs out there you wouldn't expect. For example, we fund the girls' wrestling teams. And brand new, and a lot of people wouldn't think much of girls wrestling, but it's big here.
Yes, it is.
You'd be surprised. We just this last week, it was a little historic. Our police department's going to start a foundation, and its purpose is to try to raise some money to buy some equipment or start police explorers. And I'm proud to say the Tennant Foundation gave them their first check.
Oh, that's
And so we
nice.
have that. But then you have, if you go down the list of people that we give money to, it's very broad. Because a community needs all of those different organizations.
Right.
And a lot of them wouldn't have a snowball's chance in of getting any money from the government
Yes.
or from a company.
Yeah.
And they're poor, they can't raise it themselves. So those people can go a lot. You give those people $1,000 and they can go a long ways.
Oh, yes.
On a small grant. So that's kind of the way what our foundation does. We're here to support the other groups in the community. We've been blessed to be able to financially do that. And so I think that's one of the great things that's happened in my life. We can help others financially get going. And that's so terribly important. I've tried to do a little study of this, incidentally. And when you go into cities, and if you find a company or a family that's had enough money to start foundations that can support local causes, I think you get a better community over time, because it's not just a matter of giving the money. Before we give anybody any money, they've got to come in and give a presentation and tell us what they're going to do with us and how good they are.
Yes.
That's important.
Yeah.
And
of course.
for example, we've had these kids from the high school that do robotics. That's one of our favorite
Yeah.
charities. And those kids all want to be engineers. And consequently, I think the personality that wants to be a scientist or an engineer is not usually very good at public speaking. But we get them converted.
Yeah.
And they get to be where they get quite personable and quite eager to go out and show the things they've developed and the competition they've been in. But these are the things that I think make a better community. And I think one of the reasons why West Covina stays a cut above other cities is just that. You've got to look out for everybody.
Yeah, and you've done that. You definitely, both of you guys have done that. And I know that the Tennant Foundation puts together a fabulous event, or the Historical Society. I think I'm confusing the two, but the Historical Society puts together a beautiful event that, how many numbers of years now with the Summerfest?
I believe we're up to maybe 15, 16 years.
Wow.
But one of the things that we did when the old Chamber of Commerce closed and what have you, we carried on the Citizens of the Year.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, West Covina has named us Citizens of the Year every year since 1961. Every single year.
Wow.
It's very important to let people out there volunteering and who are trying to help get recognized. And so that's one of the things we do on that.
Well, the first time I've heard about it is, and I love this gentleman. She knows I love this gentleman, is Brad Manning.
Oh, yes.
When he won it, I was like, for the whole year, even the next year, I go, I'm sorry, Brad, I love you. You're still the Citizen of the Year. I was like, because he's just a great guy that you guys honored.
Well, he gives an awful lot of his time. He's a retired principal and teacher.
Yes.
He's in the Kiwanis Club. They put on these events for the city. A guy like him has just got to be recognized. Somebody's got to say, Brad, we appreciate your hard work, the emotions, the money, the time you put into it. Somebody's got to say thank you. And so that's one of the things we've done.
And that's a fabulous event. You, I know that you get many people who nominate, and people used to ask me, well, who picks the Citizen of the Year? And they thought it was the two of you, and Mrs. Tennant, but it goes through a vote, right? Through a special voting process to pick the Citizen of the Year.
Yeah, if they'd have left it up to me, I'd have voted different a lot of times. So I'm glad I'm not picking the Citizen of the Year. Every year we get 2 or 3 people, and you scratch your head and say, boy, I'm sorry that one, somebody's got to lose, not somebody's got to win. But you did mention one other thing, too, about cities that I think and counties and governments. We have a very active historical society here. You can thank Mrs. Forrest Tennant for that.
Yes, and she's right here. She's right here, behind the scenes.
Yes.
But it's important for cities, counties, in my opinion, to know what their heritage was. Was it good, bad, indifferent, unusual, different? But every city's got a heritage. Somebody had to walk in here and start it up. So who did it? And why do we ought to remember who it was, what was their view. And if you go back in West Covina, you actually see, to a great extent, my own philosophy of how you deal with the town. I've copied off our first mayor. He's sort of a hero of mine. His name was Maxon.
Oh, yeah.
And he came to town with his family, started up the walnut industry and what amounted to our Chamber of Commerce back in those days. But he also donated lands for the first school. He was the first mayor. And so he did all these things. And he made a lot of money, was able to put it to good use. So I figured if Maxon can do it, Tennant can do it.
Yes,
That's
of
right.
course.
Yeah, I love it. I love
Of course.
it.
And I think you had some of his family attend a lot of the Summerfest just in support of I think they've gotten recognitions, and it's like the granddaughter of the great granddaughter and family, and it's so wonderful to see people still supporting and the remembrance, right, of his legacy.
Well, Benjamin Maxon and I did have one big difference. He and his wife had 13 children. That's why the summer grandkids are still around.
Yeah.
Now, Miriam and I have neutralized that. We have no children.
Yeah, that's a huge difference. No, but I'm loving to hear and listen to you because I'm huge on finding out why, because you said something that you're not going to retire. I've said the same thing. I'm not going to retire. And hearing you have so much passion behind everything you step. And when someone has passion and believes in what they're doing, they love it. why would you retire? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree with what you're saying.
Yeah, because I mean, it just wow. I mean, like you said, 18 hours a day, and you're constantly moving and to see you both of you doing that and having a strong partner with you as well to support you is very important. And being able to get that tour not too long ago when we went to the historic and seeing what is it? What's it called again? The
shoehorns.
The shoehorns, and you had from the wood to like all the generations. Because I love history. I'm big on history. In high school, that was the one thing I aced. I don't know why, but I was just fascinated by history. I just loved history, and I went back east to the East Coast. I loved how Boston looked and all the structures and stuff. Because history is just amazing. So seeing you here and doing all this stuff to where you're keeping it alive it's amazing. It's amazing. I love it.
You know, again, that's one element of a good community that you need and you want, is to keep the heritage and traditions alive.
Yes.
And recognize that as you go along.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Are people able to visit and do tours at the facility, the
Historical Society?
Are they able to do tours and visit at certain hours?
No, we haven't. That's where we'll be calling on you. You're the experts on this now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So we got a private tour. So it was amazing. I loved it. I was like, wow, this is amazing.
No, I think it'd be with the good work you're doing, that would be something that you should really have a part of and let people know that it's here.
Yes.
Yeah, no, we'll definitely start getting the word out. We'll definitely start getting the word out.
Yeah, that's why it's so important. I mean, I don't want to get into this too much, but I know that South Glendora, I mean, it's gone through a lot. And my vision for that area is to see it being the historic site of West Covina. Almost every city we go to has a downtown area.
Yeah.
It has it shares its history and preserves certain parts of the city. This has been something that you've been very passionate about, and you continue to be passionate about. And I think change is coming because it has to come. How do you feel about that?
No, I think you're absolutely right. As a matter of fact, for reasons that I can't really put my finger on, I sense that in West Covina, there's kind of a whole attitude change about where the city's at, what we need to do, and a lot of it for reasons you wouldn't know it by looking at the national media or at politics these days. But what I see in West Covina right now, today, is people talking to each other more, treating each other better, asking themselves, where do we go from here? What needs to be done? And as you know, there's a group, the city didn't start it, just a couple of small business people. Let's get together and figure out how we're going to make this thing work.
Yeah.
And I think we have a lot of that going on right now. And I can't really tell you why it started. Maybe it's just to make sure that we're not the same as those people on the media. I'm not certain. But I do think that the old center, it is the one historic part of West Covina that we can do it. And you guys were good enough to be there, and I don't think it's going to take off unless we have your backing and your support.
Oh, of course,
you guys have the expertise on how we could make that work.
And getting the word out there, because I'm sure there's going to be more and more people that would want to get involved. And that's what we were talking about on the way home, because we're neighbors, so we carpool. But we were talking about that. The word needs to get out there about this this part of our community, because it's beautiful to preserve this particular area for more families to enjoy, more families to say, hey, do you guys know about this? Do you guys know about that? Word of mouth is huge. And we have a beautiful community. I think you're going to get a lot of support for this area. And now, like I said, with this platform and having a voice and updating the community about what's going on and making the interest, more appealing to people, why they should get involved, because who doesn't want a downtown area? I know I do. I love it because it's a place where people feel safe.
Yes.
People feel safe to come with their family and enjoy activities and visit, historic sites and the rich history of West Covina. I think it's beautiful what you guys are doing. And I really want to thank you for that, because that's important.
Yes.
So, however you need us to whatever you need us to do, we're gonna support you.
Well, I think
and
that's good.
and yeah, we want to grow with you in that little part of the legacy of
Yes.
West Covina.
Be a part of it, witness it, document it.
Yes.
Get it on some videos and stuff of what we're doing and what you're doing as well. It's amazing. It's amazing. I mean, so what? Well, let me see. How many years have you been married?
We've been married.
Yes.
Well, we've been married 59 years.
Oh my God.
59 years. Wow.
But now that I've told you that, you have another job.
What was that?
When we reach our 60th next September, there needs to be an event that raises a lot of money for some good cause.
All right.
Okay.
So you need to get started right now.
I like that.
Wow, 60th. Everybody's like, when you get to 15, it's this. When you get to 20, it's this. When you get to 25, it's silver and this and that. 60th. Oh my God, I have to look that up.
Wow.
because we have to-
I love
That's gonna
it.
be the party of the century.
It is going to be the party of the century. We're going to have to have a big old party. We're going to have to get with everybody in the downtown area right there and just say, hey, we're doing a big celebration. It is a big celebration. 60. Wow.
Yeah, well, they think of Miriam and I as either city father and mother or city grandfather and mother. I'm not sure which. But no, I think we'll try to take advantage of that, if you will. And I'm serious. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because who in this town, they got to show up.
Yes, they do. But tell us a little bit about the Historical Society and how people can get involved. Is that through invitation, or can someone just say, hey, I just moved to West Covina. I want to know more about the richness of West Covina. And so people hear about the Historical Society. Is that something that they can visit or become a member? How does that work?
Well, first it costs all of $25 to join. And so you can get a monthly newsletter and at least keep up with what's going on. In reality, one of the things that I've learned about museums and about this, there's not a lot of work to be done. I mean, you have a museum and you have artifacts that are there, but there's no big committee or activity that changes things. It stays quite constant. So historical societies, we certainly have committees that do things, and they have a speaker once a month at events, and so people can get involved doing some light volunteer work. But in fact, all of West Covina, we're a built-out town. The Historical Society has more artifacts than it can display. It's pretty well set, but its major purpose that it's here, that somebody has managed to keep the records, keep the artifacts, and make sure that they're going to carry on for the posterity. One of the things that needs to be the subject of a focus group or something, we have also the historic Hearst Ranch here, and we've never really tried to promote visitations to these places because we have quite a crowd that attends our hotels every night. And we have a couple of other parks that could be developed in the town. So West Covina has never been a town to solicit visitors, but that's something that maybe should be on the drawing board at some point. Again, it hasn't been, and it's something that ought to be on the table. Is this something that leaders should be thinking about?
No, definitely. Is there something that, because you've been here so long, that you've seen West Covina grow, develop?
Yes.
Has there been something that has really stayed with you in this whole, where it is today from back then, that you're like, wow, I've seen this develop?
Yeah, one thing might surprise you, and that is nothing dramatic has happened. Okay. I mean, in other words, if you go back 50 years, you take this valley, and in West Covina in particular, right after World War II, the city fathers at that time decided they wanted nothing big here. They wanted a family town.
Residential,
A
yes.
bedroom town. They did not want an airport, no prison, no big company, no manufacturing, no big high-rises. They wanted a town for families, churches, schools, small business to serve the area. And they zoned it at that time and that's why we are like we are. And so this town, by 1960, was fundamentally built out and stabilized. And so not much has happened here since that time. From the point of view, we've had no great big new institutions. The biggest thing we've done is build a ballpark.
Oh, yeah. Sports complex, yes.
That's the biggest thing that's happened. But there's been no big institution. There's been no big changing of anything, no big zoning. But what has happened, and I don't want to understate this, West Covina is doing just like what we're doing here today, has 1 week, one state at a time, solved its problems. And they've had their political problems, and they've always got those people who aren't happy with City Hall. But the truth is, City Hall has done a darn good job for many years. And right now, you take a look at West Covina, we're a big bedroom town, about 15 square miles, 110,000 people. We don't, you drive around, streets are clean, there's no homeless hanging around, there's no crowds, there's no filth. You might have a weed growing or two here, but our landscaping's pretty darn good. You get sick, 9/11 is going to be there in a minute, and people want to move, still want to move here. Houses don't stay on the open market more than a few days. It's still a place you want to buy and live, because it's we don't have a motto, but sometimes I think I want to get a sign to put at the city limit that says West Covina, a darn good town.
It is. It's a
You
darn
know,
good
and
town.
so, but what
Yes.
has happened is that since 1961, the city's established its economic base. Schools have stabilized out. They've decided that they're going to have good police and fire departments. You've got a hospital here that's first class for emergency work.
Yes.
In other words, they've taken each of these big areas and made them better to where it's a darn good place to live and be. But where are we at now? I think that's one of the reasons why I think people are working together are good now. This town, over time, regardless of who was in office or what happened, has come to a point to where the basics are here, good and solid, okay? And now we can build on this, start looking at some of the finer things. What can we do to make it an even better city?
Yes.
And I think maybe that's why people want to do something about the old center, okay? People want to get the ballpark. I mean, senior softball may become a real thing here, for example. And so we have a lot of these little things going on, but I can't emphasize it more than when I came. I expected great big turmoil, big changes. No, there hasn't been any huge big change. Biggest thing we've done is build a ballpark. In other words, but what has been great to see, little improvements each year to where we've got in this climate of, you've got cities with crime, drugs. I mean, we have the Just Say No rally, which has gone on. So you've got good schools. You've got an attitude here of trying to take care of one another. So I know it sounds like it's not dramatic. It's not very sexy, but this town has slowly and quietly built a darn good city over time.
No, I love it.
You guys are a big part of it. Look what you've done. You've been here. Everybody thought you were going to fail. You've been building a little bit at a time, and now you're not only doing great work, we need you. You can help us out.
Thank
So
you.
that's the kind of thing I've seen here, and I don't want to underestimate how nice that's been to see.
Oh, thank you. Thank
I
you so
love it.
much. I know that over the years you've helped so many people with their careers. You're also a Rotarian, from what I understand. You're part of Rotary, correct? You're still a Rotarian?
Oh, yes, I'm
Yes.
still a Rotarian.
Yeah, you've been a Rotarian for how many years now?
Well, I think it's 45 or
Wow.
47.
So see all the
Again.
things that they're involved with. I mean, they're involved with so many different
Yeah.
entities and projects, and it's like it's
When
so
you get a
awesome
good
to
program, stay with it.
see. Yeah.
Yes, you gotta stay with it, stick with it, yes.
Absolutely, absolutely. So what do you hope your legacy here in West Covina will be? What does your legacy look like in your eyes? because I could already see it. You're already.
Well, I'm too young to really carve out my birthstone yet, and that's what you're asking.
Yeah, why are you asking him at such a young age? How dare you, Monica?
Well, because we're all building on our legacy. I mean, I want to leave a legacy of great work, of someone who who did something with what I believed in and what I was passionate about. I'm sure you have your legacy. I mean, I can already see it, but I want to hear from you.
Well, you got me stumped. No, in all honesty, I haven't really. I couldn't put that on a 30.
You're still working on it, yeah.
On a 30-second soundbite.
Yeah, we're gonna have to give you.
Yeah.
We'll give you 10 more years to figure that out.
Yeah.
Something tells me when the time comes, I'll have help coming up with something. Yeah.
But but you're definitely, when people think of the Tennants, they have nothing but great things to say. I mean, I'm one person who's loves both of you so much and wants to thank you publicly for all the great work that you have done, for all the different groups that you have helped, for all your guidance, and always believing in in people and the little things that they do to contribute to our city. I love that about you guys, and however we can be of help, I mean, that's what we're here for. We still probably need your guidance because we sometimes we don't know what we're doing.
No, I love to learn from people of experience,
Yeah.
especially successful people. I'm all ears. I'm always all ears. That's it. I mean, when someone like you is speaking, the younger generation should always be listening. And this is a good question. I mean, we're a lot of people have their views on the young people today. I personally don't feel that the young people are as eager to want to build these days. What do you think about that?
I read about all these bad youth and all these bad people, but my interaction with the school through Rotary, through our foundation, and these young kids, they're great. What I see is a lot of great citizens coming up.
All right.
Maybe it's just the town we live in, but I just don't see bad youth out there. I just don't see bad citizens. I see good people.
That's good.
In fact, I get a big kick out of them. In fact, I sometimes say, God, these young kids they look a lot more dedicated, smart, and ambitious than I was. So I have not seen this bad aspect of the 20s and 30 years old. I'm on the other side.
We love that.
I see nothing but good kids.
Oh, awesome.
Love that because and he's right, because Aiden comes from West Covina High School.
Yes.
He came to us through a program that we were working with with the high school, and he's been here 2 years, and he's come a long way. He was a shy boy who didn't really know what he wanted to do in life, and he just wanted to learn about movies and
actually just be
production.
a photography.
Yeah, photography and production. Now he's running our soundboard. He's doing a lot more, and he's been with us 2 years. Now he's involved in college. He never even thought about going to college, but now he's going to college and taking public speaking classes. And when he would come here and he was so excited, that excites me because he's contributing to his future as a good citizen of and he lives in West Covina. He lives by West Covina High School, right, Aiden? And so we're trying everything that we can to help out, young kids. Our other college student, he's also graduated from West Covina High School as well.
Edgewood.
Edgewood. Oh, Edgewood, and
Simon's West Covina.
And Simon is still going to West Covina. He's a senior.
Yeah.
But they're doing great, and they come from great families because we get to meet their families, and their families are
Glad to hear
great.
you say that. In fact, the other day I had a chance to see a group of Boy Scouts, dynamite. I mean, just first class. And we had some of the new police explorers there at the foundation meeting here this last week. And again, I see among our young people in this town, I just see optimism.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that reminds me, we haven't talked about our school districts here, but this new group of commandos we have over here in the school district, I call them commandos because they're on the move. I mean, They're ambitious. They put together this new performing arts center.
Yes.
They've got all kinds of new programs. Our superintendent's a dynamo, and she's got a whole cadre of really innovative people. We've never had such a group of school people that want to move to a new level of excellence. And so I think we've been very blessed to have that. And I think some of that's carried over to some of the rest of us, too, to see a school district, a K through 12, as energetic as that one.
Yeah. No, this is a great school district. I lived in, I grew up, like I said, La Puente area and stuff, but I made sure my daughters came to West Covina High School. I wanted them to go because West Covina is a great school district. Everyone knows that.
Yeah.
And loves it here.
Well, we still have a great deal of that. And in fact, with their new Performing Arts Center, they're hoping to bring in a lot of kids from outside our district for that. Now, that sounds like a businessman to me, not a school mom.
No, but it looks great. It's coming along. It's coming along great. I sit on the board for San Jose Charter Academy. It's a charter school. Yes, it's my 5th year serving as a board member, and I just see that school thriving. I see all the other schools from the district thriving, and it makes me happy to see that other people from other communities want to come to school in West Covina. And that's something to be proud of, to know that there's people in other areas who their kids come to school. My daughter lives in the Montclair area, and the kids still come to school here because she would not move them. She said when she moved from West Covina, she said, my kids are staying in the West Covina area because I'm not going to be switching my kids around, because she loves it. And the kids are thriving. I just had one who graduated with a 4.0 GPA and got a free ride to a university. And so that makes me proud to see is that we're investing in our schools and that our schools are thriving. That's something to be said about, great things that West Covina is doing. So I agree with you. I agree with you on that.
So with 2026 just around the corner, is there any new things happening or any new events that you will be taking place with you guys?
I don't know of anything, except I do think that, like the other night there in the old center, I do think that and incidentally, after that meeting, I talked to the city councilwoman who's over there. She was delighted. I just think the town is ripe to have leaders kind of get together and say, what can we do? In other words, we've got a darn good product. We were very sound, very solid. What things can we do? They may be small, but I do think that 2026 will be a year that we can figure out what things can we do to do better. We're not there again, a built-out city that's already functioning very well. There's no big economic issue, no big crime issue, no big social issue here. And so with that, we can figure out some things that are doable, some practical things that we could do in the town with business or charity or what have you to make things better. I think 2026, based on what I see, is going to be a good year for us to do some things.
Nice.
That's wonderful. So how can the Greater West Covina Business Association, help amplify the foundation's mission moving forward, or the Historical Society? I mean, can you envision us utilizing us to help you with what your goals are?
I think that our foundation partnering with you maybe to have an event or some focus groups, have anything from a tourist to a focus groups to a speakers. I think that would be one of the things that I would think about, because when you sit here and ask me, what should we do? I don't know what we should do, but I do know that if they know that, let's say, our foundation and you guys are working together, we're going to sponsor a luncheon, we're going to sponsor a focus group. We're going to, and I like these ideas as focus groups right now because we might get some ideas. For example, I've got a friend of mine who, every time he sees me, he wants to know what I'm going to do about Gulfster Park. Well, I haven't picked up a shovel yet, but maybe I should. But you see what I'm getting at. So I think that the time is ripe to do that, and for us to partner. maybe not to do anything, but to find out from people what should we be doing.
Yeah. Find out from the
I
community.
do think that
I like that.
that would lend itself. I mean, I think that people would listen to us and want to participate.
Love it.
So give that a thought.
Yeah, no, definitely. Definitely give that a thought. Can I ask one more question?
Of course.
Since you're a busy man, what do you do for fun?
Other than collect shoehorns,
Yes, other than collect shoehorns. What do you do for fun? Because you're always on the go. I mean,
well, first off, I don't work. I just am busy doing things I love doing. If I wouldn't be this busy except I love doing what I'm doing. I got the greatest wife in the world. I
yeah.
got these great hobbies. I have a couple of other hobbies. I won't even tell you about. I'm just one thing. Don't give me two of anything. I'll collect it. Anyway.
I love
That
it.
is cute. That is so cute. Any last words for our listeners who are tuning in to our show today? But I forgot, and that's my bad. But I forgot to thank you for your service. Really appreciate
Yes.
you, because I know I didn't thank you for the years in service that you served our country, and this is so wonderful to see that you're here with us. And so I just wanted to say that because I
Yes,
didn't
thank
say
you.
that when you were sharing at the beginning. But any last words for our listeners about everything that we touched on that you would like the community to know?
Could you repeat that?
Just any last words about what you would like to, inform the community about?
Yes, yeah, I can't emphasize. Oh, I've been here 50 years, and I've seen a good town get better, stabilize, solve their problems to where there's not a major undone thing here in this town. We've got good, solid services, and people want to come here, whether it's for school or to live, and they should. It's a great town.
Yes.
But I think we're at a point to where we're blessed. We're in good shape. We've got good people, and I think that we don't want to rest on our laurels. We want to get people together and try to figure out what we can do better. And I'm going to leave you with one last thing that's been on my mind.
Awesome.
A little history. West Covina has a history of having slogans or logos. Okay, its first one was adopted about 1950, and it was called the Frontier of Promise. Okay, that was its logo or
Frontier
motto.
promise.
In around 1958 or so, they had the slogan, "The City of Beautiful Homes." In 1962, they adopted the MOGA motto or slogan, "The Headquarters City." And that's when they recruited guys like me, and I got involved to help start shopping centers, the freeway corridor, and to become a headquarters for a lot of things. That all died out when Honeywell left in the 1990s. That, incidentally, was probably the biggest blow to the city's development there was, when the defense industry left in 1990. I was here then, and that did leave a big hole for a while. But again, we got right over that. We had a part-time slogan at one time, "A good place to live, work, and play." But that disappeared because that was just trumped up by a couple of public relations firms. At this time, do you realize this city has no motto, it has no slogan? And I would just ask people, what would we tell the outsiders? What kind of a sign would we put on our city limit as to what our city's all about? Wow. That's a real challenge if you stop and think about it. Because I sometimes think we should be, like I say, you got to have something better than a darn good city.
Yeah.
That won't fly. But something else about what is this city about? And I think it's helpful for people to start asking, why did we come here? What's this city all about? What are my neighbors all about? What are we doing here? And I think it's good for a city we don't have to adopt anything. Maybe it's better we don't. But at least I think we ought to think about, what is our city about? What's the spirit here? Because there certainly is one, but I don't have it, or I can't articulate one at this time, other than to tell people we've had slogans since 1950, but we don't have one now.
That's a great
great.
question.
That's
Wow.
a great question.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's something really to think about. That's something really to
Absolutely.
think about, because you're right. With a slogan like that, people follow it. And right now, without the vision, people perish. They say without vision, people perish, and having a model or something to stand with. Wow, that's deep, Dr. Tennant. That's really deep right there. I like it. Made me think. Wow.
I know. I started thinking too. I'm like, wait, what? Yeah. Yeah, that's very true. Very true. Well, we want to thank you again.
Thank you so much.
From the bottom of our hearts for being here. You know, we love you. We support you. However you could see, you know, us helping you. We're here to do so. Utilize us because, you know,
Utilize
sometimes
us,
I need
please.
to give this guy some work. And
What?
sometimes he's like wondering, what should
I'm
I do
always
today?
busy like Dr. Tennant.
Yeah, we'll do something, yeah.
Yes, we're definitely going to do some stuff together. Send us your information. We would love to get it out. Spread the word for everyone to be a part of what we're doing with you guys. And yeah, get the word out. It's time to get the word out that
So,
West
thank
Covina is
you.
here to stay. We're the
Yes.
city.
And thank you to Mrs. Tennant, Miriam Tennant, for being such a great supporter of this wonderful man, full
Yes.
of knowledge. That I want to learn some more.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, this is amazing.
Yeah.
We're going to do something to where we just put one spotlight on you and you share about the city, you know, and just share information.
history,
All the
yeah.
history.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could be a whole show in itself.
Yeah.
Just the history with Dr. Tennant.
Yes. Hey, that'd be great.
That's a good one right there. Don't steal it. That's mine, guys. Don't steal
I
it.
know.
But thank you again. I appreciate
Well,
you.
my pleasure. Well, you know where I'm at on things.
Of course, but don't leave us just yet.
Well, all right. He's ready to leave us.
you're
Wait,
ready to
we got to
leave.
say bye, Dr. Tennant. You can't stand up yet. You can't stand up yet. Not yet.
Yeah.
Well, tune in, guys. Don't forget every Monday, 7 a.m. Like, share, subscribe, YouTube, and Facebook. We'll see you guys next week. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone. This episode is proudly brought to you by our sponsors who make this content possible. Thank you for your support. Thank you so much for watching Let's Connect Now. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. And if you want to be a sponsor, contact us today.